Hey there, what's going on? Cancer, how are you? My name is Antoine. I want to welcome you back to the House of Luminance. We're here to go over your love messages for the first 10 days of February of 2023. So we're going to go ahead and get that going right now. This energy is going to be for all placements of Cancer, including the Cancer lover. If you're here in the house, I want to thank you guys so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. I truly value it. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below. Okay? Energies for Cancer. What's going on? All right. Okay, so Cancer, your central energy is puppy love. Okay, this is kind of cute. I like that. So we have puppy love here as your central energy. All right. Under the deck, you have distance. Okay. So we have puppy love and then you have distance. Now, what I do feel with this Cancer is I do feel like a little bit of a hot and cold energy. There's a little bit of, okay, I'm going to, we're going to do all those things. We're going to kiss, we're going to hug, we're going to cuddle, you know. However, there's a moment when all of that stops and, and you guys kind of go back into your own corners. You understand what I'm saying? But when you're together, it's great. It's everything that you need except for it, sustaining. Now it could be that this person, whoever you're talking to, this person could be at a long distance from you, quite literally. You may stay very, very far from this person. And so when you guys do come together, it has to kind of be like this because, you got to make up for all of that lost time when you guys weren't around each other or able to do those things. Okay. So many of you may already know who I'm talking about. But others of you, this just may be maybe somebody that you meet at a distance and then because you know that you have to go back later or because you have to return to where you were from, it's like you try to make the most of what you can while you have it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot here to clarify this energy, Cancer, and let's go ahead and take a look. I like the way that you feel, or better yet, let me rephrase that. I think you like the way that you feel when you're with this person. This person could be somebody that you've known for a long time, or maybe you've known in a past life. Okay, and so there's like a sense of comfort here with this person. Comfort like you've never really experienced with anyone, maybe locally or anyone else. Okay. So let's get one more shuffle and then we'll see what's going on. All right, Cancer. Ooh, we got the Two of Cups coming out here in the crown of your energy. So I definitely see you very much interested. Okay. The Eight of Wands. All right. So we have a lot of communication, two-way communication here, text, emails, instant messaging, things of that nature. The Chariot. Wow. Wow. The Chariot here is at the base. So there could be some movement coming up for you guys here in the beginning of February. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Oh, yes. Okay. And then under the deck here, we have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. I like how the Queen of Swords is here under the deck because everything here suggests that this relationship is going to take off. That is going to go the distance, but you have to be willing to travel the distance, or somebody has to be willing to travel the other part of that distance. I do feel like there is communication though. With the Eight of Wands, there is communication in that about some sort of traveling. I do feel like you guys have been sitting down and having real, truthful conversations about how you all are connecting, okay? Because you want to make sure that it's not just puppy love before you go ahead and go full throttle on this. You understand? So I think that the both of you are having those conversations, okay? Which are good conversations to have because everybody just wants to be on the same page. Nobody wants to put all this energy and effort into moving or doing whatever they need to do to get closer, and then and then it wasn't real, or it wasn't something worth it. So let's go ahead and continue to clarify for you, Cancer. All right, let's get one more shuffle. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. It's a good energy. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. You guys are, I see you guys going into business together, or are you creating some sort of art or some sort of, I don't know, you're going to be entering, I feel like you guys maybe have conversations about this, like as well, like conversations about a particular craft, a niche craft. It feels like maybe both of you kind of share that similar craft, and this could be the catalyst of how y'all even met in the first place. You understand? Maybe you were like in the same online group or in the same chat room, or however that works. But I definitely see you guys having conversations about your passions, maybe even getting into business together. I even maybe even see discussions about how you kind of had to heal by getting into your craft. I think that many of you have bonded over that as well. And I also feel like the both of you already have something pretty established before you even get to each other. Okay? And so that's why you're able to have these kind of conversations. You guys are able to talk about how you both have kind of built yourself up individually from where you were. And then it's refreshing, right, to meet someone else who has also done the same thing, and is where you're at. They've rebuilt up to something big, and then now they're just in search of someone to share it with. And I think that you guys are both in that same boat, so to speak. Okay. Now we do have the 7 of Swords. Now, what I say with this, Cancer, I think that just in a general sense, maybe you can be a little bit suspicious, or maybe feeling like someone is a little untrustworthy. I don't think that that necessarily is the case, though. This isn't to scare you into saying that someone is untrustworthy, or this isn't to make you feel like you're untrustworthy. I think with it here being paired with the Knight of Swords, excuse me, being paired with the Knight of Swords, I get this feeling that you really, really want to make sure that you don't like put your foot in your mouth. You don't want to say the wrong thing. So I just feel like you are very careful about the things that you say to this person. Okay. And then also at the same time, I do feel like that this doesn't automatically mean that you just take whatever this person says to be like face value or as truth. And I don't think that's something that we should do anyway. But this is just this is just because of lessons learned. The 7 of Swords energy, that's just because of lessons learned. It kind of forces you just to be a little bit more cautious, but I don't feel like you really have a fear of that, or that you really should have a fear of that. I really feel like this relationship in a public eye is actually going to be pretty much a pretty good thing. It's going to be a pretty inspiring thing as well, because it feels like the both of you live in y'all's truths. The 7 of Wands, yes. So like I said, we got the 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords, then the 7 of Wands. Yeah, based off of what you've been through and based off of what you've overcome, I don't see you allowing anyone to like really get over on you or like mess you over in in any sort of way. So, that being cautious or strategic, maybe it was a reason that you possibly wanted to connect with someone who was at a distance from you. You understand what I'm saying? And that could just be a strategic move that you made on your part, because locally, people are duds. Okay. So under the deck, we do have the Nine of Swords. All right. Now, with that being under the deck, I do feel like there's a little bit of stress and worry, Cancer, about if, like I said before, if this situation is real, and if it is real, is it worth it? All right. I definitely feel like there is some stress, some worry about that. Okay. And I understand why. You're about to make a big move. You're about to make a huge move forward. Okay. But how many other huge move forwards have you made that were just fine, that were putting you exactly where you needed to be? Okay. So this is like a double win, right? You're not only are you taking a chance on love, um, but then you're also getting out of your physical comfort zone and like maybe going to someplace completely different, okay, to be with this person. Um, and I don't feel like it's going to be any sort of like struggle love or anything, because it feels like with this energy, the both of you bring something very substantial to the table, or there's at least one person who, um, you know, who's got it, right? So anyway, let me know what's going on in the comment box below. Cancer, I thank you so much for your time. Truly, I appreciate it. I value it. Make sure that you like the video, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next message. Take care.